I knew this was coming. I knew this was coming. I was telling you guys a few days ago that all of this war, the Roman situation, it's only leading to one scenario. The media is not going to let us go. And I said it, it's not fair that all these issues around Roman, the war, that Thomas Tuchel is having to take all the heat in the media. I told you, this is not going to go down well.
All right. Here we go, back again on the other side of the coin.
Welcome back to the other side of the coin, ladies and gentlemen. Honestly, I'm very, very annoyed. I'm very pissed off at the moment. I just saw the press conference a moment ago. And the amount of journalists just absolutely barraging Thomas Tuchel with war questions and Roman Abramovich questions. It's not fair. He's got he wouldn't have enough knowledge about the whole situation. He wouldn't know, besides saying that, of course, war is not the answer to anything, but continuously asking him about this whole Russia-Ukraine thing. He said it, he's not a politician. We as fans are not politicians either. Some of you guys want to know, well, what's your opinion? There's many other issues around the world that are far greater than football that's going around. This is what Thomas Tuchel was saying as well. Russia-Ukraine isn't the only thing that's happening. There's war literally everywhere around the world. There's issues with poverty everywhere around the world. Issues with drugs, so on and so forth. We're here to talk football. It's not fair that Thomas Tuchel, every press conference he goes to now, is getting asked about, how do you feel about the uncertainty around the ownership now? How do you feel about the war? How do you think he feels, man? I'm 100% sure we're not being able to concentrate on games. How? Put yourself as a player now. You can block yourself as much as you can from social media, from the outside world. You can live in a bit of a bubble within your family and your colleagues. But you'd still hear it wherever you go. They'd still ask you, why are the players or Thomas Tuchel are in the firing line for this? And this is what I said a couple of days ago, ladies and gentlemen. Whether we like it or not, it's only going one direction. I'm going to do a video later on after this preview. By the way, this is the preview for Luton versus Chelsea FA Cup 5th round, I believe. I'll do another video with the news blitz where I'll cover the news. And there's news going around that Roman's probably going to have to sell Chelsea Football Club. And I said this. It's only going one way. I just didn't think that it was going to be so quick. The pressure he's on from UK government, you'll be lying to yourself if this doesn't happen. Let's have a look at the clip as to what went down in the press conference. And I'm just annoyed, man, that Thomas Tuchel was having to, this guy doesn't deserve, all the stuff this guy's gone through, man. Super League, Lukaku BS, now this. Yet he's delivering.
No, listen, you have to stop. I'm not a politician. You have to stop, honestly. I can only repeat it. And I even feel bad to repeat it because I never experienced war. So even to talk about it, I feel bad because I'm very privileged. I sit here in peace and I do the best I can, but you have to stop asking me these questions. I have no answers for you.
Okay, thanks, Dan. Last two, and on the game.
It's as simple as that. The first 3 to 4 questions in the press conference was all about the war and Roman Abramovich. Wasn't anything to do with the Luton match. We have a match coming up in the FA Cup, and already media is trying to get into our brains and make the whole situation about what's happening outside of football. How can you concentrate? How can you concentrate? They're doing everything possible to unsettle us. And this is why, as I said, ladies and gentlemen, I'll probably sit down and do a video with a couple of other Chelsea mates of mine and really delve deep in this whole situation about Roman and the ownership. I can't see this continuing, unfortunately. I really cannot see this continuing. Yes, there are other billionaires around the world that are not clean either. I get that. I understand that. But Roman now is just knee deep in this situation, and the media will not let us go. And the whole situation about UK, they're going to be sanctioning Russians with their assets, and specifically Roman. We can sit here and talk about, well, Roman's done so much for the UK citizens during the pandemic. Of course he has. Roman's done a lot for this football club. Of course he has. But you can't stop the UK government. They're looking into seizing his properties in UK, and he's looking to sell it. He's looking to just clean up everything over there. There are people in our trustee that Roman has passed on the management to. Even they are not looking to accept that scenario. There's reports on that as well. They will step down before they accept this role from Roman, because they don't completely trust the man behind the owner of Chelsea Football Club. As I said, this is only going to go one way, and it's not fair for people like Thomas Tuchel and the players, I'm sure as well, to go through these sort of questions. Honestly, it's not fair. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get into the lineup. We'll talk about that now. And there wasn't much else, to be honest, in the press conference. Thomas Tuchel did say that a lot of players are probably not going to be available. 120 minutes played. A few players have picked up some sort of injuries. He said, I'm not going to name names because there's just a long list of players. And we're probably going to see a wholesale of changes and rotations in this particular match. We already know Azpilicueta was injured. Thomas Tuchel also mentioned about Reece James. He was only meant to be played for 20 minutes maximum. He ended up playing over 70 minutes. Trevor Chalobah, I'm not really sure. He took 6 stitches. Hopefully he's all right as well. But many players are probably not going to feature for this particular match against Luton. So I'm just going to have a dig as to who might play. A couple of academy players might get an opportunity, and rightly so. We should be able to beat Luton. Where is Luton, by the way? Luton fixtures. Have a look at this. Yeah, so they're a championship team, I think. Yeah, Derby, Luton, Stoke. Luton 2-0 against West Brom. Birmingham, they lost 3-0. 2-1 against Stoke. 1-0 against Derby. They're doing all right. Where are they? They're 6th in the championship. Okay, so should be taken seriously, if I'm being honest. 54 points. Going back to the lineup, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, in the press conference, there wasn't much else besides that. Ziyech is still not fit as well. That was mentioned. There was talks about Mason Mount. How is he feeling? I mean, how's he meant to feel? He's missed 2 opportunities in the final, and Thomas Tuchel basically cooled that situation down by saying that, look, it is what it is. It happens. The best part is he's at least got into goal scoring opportunities. I suppose that's the only positive we can look at. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get on with this. I'm going to go with Kepa on this one. He didn't get to play against Liverpool. I'm sure he'd want to start feeling positive after what has happened in the penalty shootout as well. So I'd go with Kepa. I'm going with 4 at the back, ladies and gentlemen, because we don't have 3 defenders. Surely you're not going to play with Silva and Rudiger and Christensen. I'm not really sure what's happening with him as well. There's a whole heap of rumors that he's done a deal with Barcelona. And as I said, I'll do another video later after this preview to go through all the Chelsea news blitz. So I'm going with 4 because I don't think we have enough defenders. Going with Sarr on the left side. I'm hoping Chalobah is fit Going with Chalobah, I know he played 120 minutes, unbelievable. After missing out on football so much, is he capable of doing this? He's going to have to. I don't see who else is available because I'm not going to play with Rudiger and Silva. They've played enough, honestly. I need to start seeing Kennedy. I mean, why else did we bring this guy back if we're not going to be using him? So I need to start seeing Kennedy. Alonso needs a break as well. He played 120 minutes. You could probably play Lewis Hall, but then again, why'd you bring back Kennedy if you can't even use Kennedy in this sort of situation? So for me, Kennedy, I've got no idea who I'm going to use on the right side because Azpilicueta is injured. Reece James should be eased back in. He played way more than what he was meant to. All the people that got so excited, oh, he's back. You need to calm down. These are human beings. He hasn't played for 2 months. And everyone wanted him to start against Liverpool. He played way more than his capacity. Was meant to play 20 minutes, ended up playing 70 minutes. So I don't expect Reece James to start here. Maybe he can come off the bench and play another 20 minutes. I've got no idea, absolutely no idea who we can play here. I mean, is there any academy players that we can possibly use over here? I don't know. Simons? Whatever his name is, I'll put Simons. I've got no idea. You guys help me out. I've got absolutely no idea who I can play here. I'm playing midfield 3. Jorginho hasn't played for God knows how long. So he comes in. I'm playing Saul. And I'm playing Ruben Loftus-Cheek. I think these guys, they haven't played for a little while and they deserve to play this particular match. I'm playing Harvey Vale on the right side. I think he's going to have a good impact, hopefully, from that right side and cutting in, much like Ziyech and whipping that shot that we saw in recent times in the FA Cup youth round against Blackpool, I believe. So Harvey Vale is a sensational player, and I really want to see him. Up front, Lukaku, he hasn't played as well. He's been off the bench. He's got to play. And on the right, Timo Werner. Now, I'm not sure whether Callum is fit and he can come off the bench as well. He hasn't featured in a couple of games too. But if he is fit, hopefully he is, then he gets an opportunity. Ladies and gentlemen, this is my lineup. Kepa, Sarr, Chalobah, Keddy, Simmons. I've got no idea. You help me out with the right back. We don't have any right back. I mean, at the end of the day, I'll probably have Reece James. Reece James will get some minutes, of course, so we'll put it that way. Jorginho, Saul, Ruben Loftus-Cheek, Werner. I've got Cho on the background. He could possibly start. Lukaku and Vale. That's my lineup, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know what your thoughts are. I'm going with, I think that still should be strong enough. At the end of the day, Luton should not be taken lightly. Obviously, they're 6th in the championship. These championship teams, they're not Mickey Mouse teams. And Luton looks like they're coming in with some good form as well. It's our only opportunity to win a domestic cup. We've gone to the finals of the Carabao Cup. We've come runners up right at the end. This is the only opportunity to win a domestic cup and probably the most realistic one. I'm not really sure if we can do the repeat on Champions League. We're definitely not there for the Premier League. So this is important. I'm expecting a win, hopefully a standard 2-3-0 win. That's going to go down nicely. You let me know, ladies and gentlemen, how you feel about that lineup and everything I've said about Thomas Tuchel and you know all the shenanigans that's going on in the press and social media. It's just I've had it. Honestly, yeah, I'm over it.